Mr. PNC Menon, most welcome.
Thank you.
Thank you so much for your time, and it's our pleasure to make this interview with you for e-business review. Welcome, sir.
Thank you.
Actually, I would like to start from the roots. You have great experience in life, you have great experience in this field, as you are the chairman and the founder of SOBHA company. If you can please tell us something about your roots.
SOBHA company, SOBHA is of course my wife. I took a name for the company, and this is about now 24 years old, this particular company. And it has become a brand in India. We are, today also came in the newspapers in India. We've been treated as #1 brand of India. For the last 4 years, we consistently we have maintained the spot of #1 brand. And here also we started the real estate in the name of SOBHA. And I think hopefully, this is all a dream of people, you know. My dream is to make sure that over a period of next 3-4 years, we should become one of the top brands of this country, which we are capable. This is the only company, SOBHA is the only company on earth which is totally backward integrated.
Okay.
We do everything ourselves. We do have design studio. In Dubai, we got about 90 people working in the architectural studio. Then we have the manufacturing of metalworking, woodworking, all that we do. We do our own contracting. And this is not for making extra profit. This gives us a lot of control on the project in terms of quality, which is very important for me in my life, and the timely delivery. It helps in this. We are still maturing because, you know, any business has got a maturity period. I would say that 10 years is normally maturity for a brand. So we expect, I expect by 21-22, we should be one of the most respected brands of this country.
Yeah.
You've seen the product, you know, because
yes, true.
See, we do everything ourselves because we don't give it to somebody else to produce it.
Yeah.
I had been in this industry when I was 21. That means I'm 49 years old now. I've been in it for all
in the
time.
field.
In the same field.
In the same field. 49 years.
49 years. When I was 21.
Yeah. Actually, I would like to ask about, you are doing everything yourself. The company SOBHA has everything. You are not only building the walls, but even the furniture, So please, usually, and for that SOBHA is different, comparing with other real estate competitors, that you are doing everything yourself. If you can tell us about this philosophy, is it related to spiritual things?
No, primarily, why backward integration? The biggest advantage is you have total control on what you do. And you will be able to make things on a timely basis. And the most important thing is the quality.
Yeah, true.
You're able to define the quality, you've got to maintain the quality. This, if you've got your own setup, which is backward integration, it really definitely helps in getting a good product on a timely basis. That's a philosophy. If you really ask me, the deep-rooted philosophy of this thing is, I came with nothing to Oman. I had only $7 when I came.
When you have been in
1976.
Okay.
I came.
In Oman.
In Oman. That means 24 plus 18, 42 years. $7. So I always say Oman created me. And generally people have one thing, you know, you talk about your mother country. So my mother country is India. And my father country is Oman.
Okay.
This is something which I very proudly say. So I got both mother and father in my life in terms of nationality.
This takes us for the topic of legacy of SOBHA. So if you can tell us about that also.
See, now it is, I'd say I've been in business for the last 49 years. I will say that the dream is to make myself better and better, you know, in terms of personal life, in terms of quality of the industry that I'm in. So it's a comprehensive outlook. In that, I will say that, you know, the philanthropy is very important for me. So 35 years back, I decided that half of my wealth should go to charity. I've already executed my will, which says post my death, and my wife's death, that also put as a condition. Half the wealth of this thing will go to charity, half wealth will go to my children. But in half wealth, when I say half wealth, I've already started the activities about 35 years ago in terms of philanthropy. I run a World Club school, only meant for poorest to poor in...
Sorry, where is it?
It is in India.
In India, yeah.
India, and we are currently about 2,000 students in that. It is world class. If you go to the school and see, it is like any international. We don't have a billing department. We provide education highest standard. We transport the children from their home to the school and back. And after 8, 9, 10, you have to live in the dormitory. Because it's very important, children have to, because they come from an extremely poor background, the parents may not be able to support in terms of, the little bit of support needed for the children. All the children, when they come out to school in the evening, you cannot just leave them for the next day to go back to school. There is some amount of exercise done generally by parents. And if the parents are not educated, they're extremely poor, there is no support for the children from the parents. So this has become a challenge, and I answer to challenges to make sure that we have our own boarding facility. So all the children from 8th standard onwards go to a boarding facility up to standard 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. 5 years they are at the boarding school, and it works like post school hours. It is active. So that's my. I want to, my dream is to make sure that I have 12,500 children educated in the same model. But we don't take anybody other than girls. It's only meant for girls.
Yeah, it seems you have your own philosophy for everything. You are talking about charity, and I would like also to know about the CSR projects, the CSR file of SOBHA.
See, actually CSR is this, what I meant for.
Yeah.
Education of girls. Because I want to make sure that I give education and sustainability.
Yeah.
Once education comes, there is certain amount of sustainability which comes along with the education. But we got to make sure that we monitor the process till they get settled down. Either they get married or they get employed. Whatever it is, we have a responsibility to start the child from year 3.
Yeah.
Up to the point where the child gets settled down, or if she gets employed, our job is over. She gets married, my family decides, that okay, she has to get married, our responsibility is over. These are two things. So it's a continuous process, never ending. And it gives me tremendous amount of pleasure.
Yeah. For the projects, actually, Dubai, United Arab Emirates, is a promising country, and they are planning for a lot of projects, huge projects. 2 strategies, 2030 and 2071. So please let's know more about your projects for the current time. You have this project here in Menon, and what else you have?
We have currently 3 projects.
Yeah.
We are in partnership with Menon for District 1, 50-50, which is being managed by Menon. And this is Heartland. This is a $4 billion project. We are also partnered with the government of Oman.
Yeah.
We are doing close to about $5 billion project along with the government of Oman.
Only on
Oman.
Okay.
It is a partnership between 50-50 by government of Oman and SOBHA. So all these 3 projects put together, I mean Heartland and Oman, I see clarity about 6 to 10 years. So we don't have to do anything else because it's a huge volume. And it's very interesting because we don't have to, as far as UAE is concerned, I think we are reasonably busy with the current projects that we have.
Okay, so you have a project in Queen and the other one?
Other one here, Heartland.
Yeah.
And then in partnership with Menon. 50-50.
Yeah. 50-50, the other 50 is government.
That's other project, is Menon.
Yeah. If you can tell us about the capital invest for all the projects in United Arab Emirates.
See, because being a private company, we generally do not give details of the.
Okay, no problem. Well, sir, a lot of companies working in the market.
Yeah.
So, how can we see SOBHA
different from others?
Yeah.
See, the whole focus of SOBHA is the quality.
The quality.
Because it's a very emotional buy. Cars you can change 5, 6, 7, 8 years, you can change the car.
Yeah.
But you generally do not stay in the house unless it is 15, 20 years old. That's a general, you feel that you have to upgrade your house. So it is a very emotional buy. And SOBHA is able to play a serious role in it because for us it's emotion.
Yeah.
It's not just building.
Okay.
We've got to make sure that every corner of this place is so perfect. And the benchmark that we have given is probably the best in the world.
Yeah. But what about the feedback from the market about SOBHA products?
See, as I told you in the initial part of your question,
Yeah.
it takes almost 10 years for us to this thing. Now the market talks.
Yeah.
The talk is not enough for us.
Okay.
So when we propose to deliver from the mid of this year, that next month the delivery will start. That will give us, for large volume, how do we deliver? What is the capability of the company to be sustainable, to continue? It has to continue. So we have that strength, and I expect the delivery will definitely help us to put it's a process to make it faster.
Yeah. What about the strategy of SOBHA? We have current projects now here in United Arab Emirates and all projects in Oman and in India also, as I know. But what about the future?
See, here, why Dubai? I always ask a question to answer. Between Indian subcontinent, which is India, Pakistan, Bangladesh, Sri Lanka, Afghanistan, all that put together, and if you talk about the Middle East and Africa, I don't think there is any city like this. We are talking about reality. A city like this, wherein number one, the infrastructure is probably one of the best in the world, and all the facilities is very safe, extremely safe to live here.
Yeah.
There are 200 countries people live here. It's a cosmopolitan state.
Yeah.
Extremely well administered with a great vision. By the current, I would say Sheikh Mohammed bin Rashid's view is a vision as probably one of the best the world has seen. The world has seen only two leaders. One is Lee Kuan Yew of Singapore and Sheikh Mohammed bin Rashid. There's no third leader which the world has seen. And we live in that, fortunately we've been lucky to, all of us, lucky to live in this place, one of the best in the world. And I see pure growth because, this is very inviting. Recent law just come when they say 10 years visa on anybody. And then entrepreneurs can come directly and invest money without a partner. It's a revolutionary decision that has been taken. You can see the vision of the rulers. It is unbelievable. I'm so excited. I was not prepared to believe. I had to pinch myself and see whether it is true or not true.
Well, my last question is about your own philosophy, your own goals in life.
You see, I'm 70 years. I cannot have too many goals in life any further. But the reality is not true. I still dream myself I'm going to live for another 30, 40 years. Plans for, endless plans. That gives me a lot of energy. And I work like anybody else. I come to the office, normally I come to the office by 9 o'clock. Then I leave for like 7:30 or 8 o'clock at times. And I do it every day because whenever holiday comes I travel. So I don't lose, so I am able to work. So the philosophy is, it's a very beautiful, thank God. God has given me a life which I'm thoroughly enjoying through my work.
Very simple, very deep. Mr. PNC Menon, the chairman and the founder of SOBHA, thank you so much.
Thank you very much.
Sir.
Very kind, very kind. Thank you.